Wednesday's here, everybody. Time to talk stories in the sports world with K-Fans. Chris Hockey, always nice to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
We're getting you 5 minutes early today because we were so excited when you walked in.
Aw, that's
we're
really
like,
sweet
let's
of
just
you.
do that sooner.
Yeah, you guys were talking about the driverless buses and stuff like that a little bit ago. Do you mind if I bring that up for a second?
What do you think?
1 second.
I read an article today about they're going to be making drones that are cabs for people in Saudi Arabia. So they're like helicopters.
Fifth Element.
They're drones the size of helicopters that are going to pick people up and take them where they want to go.
You should really.
Did you
the
see
new
the end of
world
Star
out
Wars?
there.
Yeah.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
work out well.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see the news sites you
This thing
visit.
called
But let's
gravity.
move on, okay?
Okay, all right,
Let's
let's
talk
do
about
it.
boats.
Boats.
Let's talk about rowing boats.
I like boats.
Specifically, row the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going on
I
here?
know exactly
All
where
right,
you're going,
three
yeah.
words. Those 3 words cost $50,000. Yep, that's how much head coach PJ Fleck paid to be able to use the phrase row the boat. It was a smart business move. His old employer, Western Michigan, trademarked row the boat. So Fleck had to cough up some money to take it with him to the U. If you're wondering why would anyone spend money on those 3 words, understand it's very personal for Coach Fleck. It was his personal mantra he's used since he lost his second son Colt to a heart condition in 2011. I also read today on this that the reason he wanted to buy it was because obviously it was so personal to him. He's going to use the money, Western Michigan's going to use the money for a scholarship.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we had Mr. Fleck in studio for about an hour last week.
What was that like?
Intense.
He is a
he
bold
believes
man.
what he's saying. Here's a couple of things, not just about row the boat. Okay.
Do you believe?
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe he believes it.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And that's the most
Important.
important
That's
thing.
the
And I don't think I've ever spoken to an adult male or female who spoke in the language of this generation more than PJ Fleck does. And I don't mean my generation. I don't even mean our generation. I mean the young generation, the kids he's going to be recruiting. He speaks in Twitter posts.
He's like, LOL.
I'm not
LOL.
even kidding you.
Row
It's
the boat.
unbelievable. So the row the boat thing is important because it's an easy way to communicate for him. He speaks in cliches. He admits it. He knows he does, but it works. He's easy to understand, and he could sell you anything. After being in the room with him for an hour, I won't lie to you, as a 46-year-old man, I was worn out and ready to go take a nap. But if I were a 26-year-old man, I'd be ready to run through the wall. I think it will work for him. I think this is an important thing. I obviously read and we talked a little bit about the loss of his young son in 2011, why it meant a lot to him. But this entire idea of row the boat worked for him so well at his old school. I'm not surprised they ponied up and brought it in. Did you know, by the way, they changed it already from row the boat? Now they just go with RTB.
Oh, man.
This is a brand new thing for
It's
us.
a
You ready?
hashtag.
It's a hashtag.
It
Hashtag
is
RTB.
responsibility, trust, and belief. And I think the U of M could use all 3 of those right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Absolutely
Maybe
right.
they need that, yeah.
So I'm a believer. I think he'll do really, really well here because I think the kids will believe.
All right.
All right, let's stick with football here for a second. Round and round, the gossip goes. Where EP will stop,
Oh, AP.
nobody knows.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking for the Vikings to make a decision on Adrian Peterson. In less than a month, they'll have to decide whether to keep him at his current salary of $18 million or let the running back hit the open market, the open market. There's also a chance he could stay if AP agrees to take a big pay cut, which I don't know if that'll happen or not. Now, if he rolls out of Minnesota, there are reportedly plenty of people who want him. The Giants, the Bucks, the Texans, the Patriots, Washington, Dallas, and dun 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 or dun 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 dun.
Right.
Go Pack, go.
Yeah.
The Packers would pay $18 million for Adrian Peterson?
No, nobody's going to pay
they're
that
not
much
gonna
for
pay
him.
that
But
much.
I'd say he'll probably get 8 to 9, maybe. And that's on the high side. I mean, somebody will probably pay him. I don't know how much. I think it's a great story, first of all. I as somebody who's a Vikings fan, I love the drama. Can you imagine the opposite of Brett Favre if Adrian Peterson's wearing green and gold? And let's not forget, Aaron Rodgers is pretty good, but he's reaching the end of his career. They're going to need the boost, any boost they can get. The Super Bowl is here next year. How much would it hurt Viking fan hearts to see Adrian Peterson? But that said,
I don't even want that to happen.
well, I hear you. And they've got Ty Montgomery, a good running back as well. You mentioned a bunch of different teams that could take him. The bottom line is this: we're going to know really soon. By March 11th, they have to decide if they're going to keep him. If they keep him past that, they have to pay him a $6 million roster bonus. So they're going to want to get rid of him or restructure before that. I am pretty much alone on the morning show and thinking, I think they'll restructure the contract. I think there's a chance he will continue to play for the Vikings and finish his career here. He hasn't shut that door yet. I think it could still happen.
He has said previously, though, he's worth the money. And so
Yeah.
if the Vikings come to him and say, $6 million or go,
Right.
will he stay or will he go?
I understand what you're saying, but with all due respect, I don't expect him to look at his bosses and say, I'm not worth $18 million. You know, he's the kind of guy who's going to look at him and say, or just like any of us would, I'm worth $18 million, and then the offer will be a little higher than maybe he thought he was going to get to begin with. I think he'll probably, my opinion, and I could be way wrong on this, I think he'll stay here for in the neighborhood of $8 million. He'll finish out his career with the Minnesota Vikings, and he'll be one of the greats that ever played for this team.
I saw him down in Houston twice,
Yeah.
actually. Once
Yep.
on a red carpet down there and once on the street. And it was like Michael Jordan fame. It
yeah.
was incredible. Everybody just stops and there's this gravity. And I asked him, I said, what are you going to do? And he gave me the line, it's a business, and we'll see how it goes. And I love Minnesotans and the people there. But you don't think someone else is going to be willing to pay them more than Minnesota, and you don't think he'll go to that other team?
I think there's a chance, but he does want to be with a contender. There's a couple of things that are interesting. I don't remember if you mentioned them or not, but one of the teams that people are talking about is New England. Can you imagine putting him
Yeah,
on that
forget
squad?
it.
But that's a
Forget it.
deal he would take in a moment. Even though
course.
LeGarrette Blount is a younger player, he could be a backup to LeGarrette and almost guarantee himself a shot at a Super Bowl ring, which is what he wants. But there aren't many teams that really are Super Bowl contenders. It's easy to stay here, and I think we would probably pony up more money than anybody else.
We will fact check you come the 11th of
Please
March.
do, and if I'm wrong, I'm going to forget this conversation ever happened.
I
Fake
love it. That's
convo.
what
That's
you
how
do.
I do it.
Thank you, Chris
Thank you, buddy.
Hockey.
Absolutely. Much
we'll
love.
see you next time.
Peace
We'll be
out.
right back.